did with this. Okay. Hello, my loves. It is Kim with God. It's your favorite empath intuitive. I promised to bring you guys the information on the PPP loans, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something else that came up. That's my sandwich, y'all. Y'all, I'm tired. When I tell y'all, I have been working, and that little bit of break I thought I was gonna get, I was actually doing business, and I went to the beach, but I have a 2-year-old, so yeah. And my other daughter thought it would be fun for me to do her hair this weekend, so I didn't get any rest. So word on the streets is, y'all, I got y'all nervous because I keep talking about this PPP stuff, but I didn't understand why it was kept coming up. So we are going to talk about that. I know they sent me another card and I put it somewhere. I just don't know where I put it in. See, I gotta get organized. All right, so there were several reasons why it kept coming up, and I'm gonna start on this level and work my way up, because once it's up, it's up. But first, before I get into the PPP stuff, let me talk to y'all about something. So people, the message came to me, what would you do if you were in a situation where you had to do what you had to do to eat or to pay the bills and those type of things, okay? Understand, remember I told y'all that we set up society the way it is. So there is a understanding that we may have to do certain things to feed our kids, to feed ourselves, to take care of our children. But those things should not include hurting other people, murder, all of those things, violence, all of those things, in order to survive and take care of yourself, right? Also understand that when you're placed in that situation, and you're placed in certain situations, 1-2 times, that's understandable. Don't make it a habit. Don't live off of doing this negative, taking these negative actions or doing these negative things as a way to live. And I'm just going to be specific as far as maybe stripping or drug dealing. Doing what you got to do what you got to do. But me personally, and I've done both, I didn't make it a habit. And even when I danced, it was like I would go and do it for what I had to do and then move away, because I can go get a job. I know that I can go get a good high paying job, and I don't have to be in here selling myself or selling this lust or this fantasy or whatever it is that they're doing in the strip club. But when it comes to a certain point where you have no excuse to be continuing to do those things or continuing to live that type of life or that type of lifestyle, right? Doing that for 10, 20, even 5 years, even 1 year, like, you should have a goal and you should stick to that and you should move outside of that. And 9 times out of 10 times out of 10, you were presented with the opportunity to do something different and you decided not to take that opportunity because it didn't look as lucrative, or it didn't look as good as this fast cash or this quick way of making a buck. But then you wonder why you face certain consequences or you deal with certain things, and why it's a certain type of risk, because that's not something that you should be living off of. That's not something that you should make a habit of. And also, you have to understand, you have to balance those scales, and that's what they've been telling me to you have to balance those scales. You can't just keep doing negative, and then not do any positive and expect to continuously receive positive outcomes. That's why the risk of selling drugs is going to jail or dying, because you can't live off of those things. You're not supposed to live off of those things. So understand those aren't sins, and understand that as far as survival, those things are forgiven, and And that forgiveness comes with the intention of you not doing those things again, not continuously doing them every day and making the excuse to this is what I gotta do, because there's other ways of living and surviving out there. Okay, so that's what I wanted to speak on first. Moving on to the PPP stuff. So there was a reason why Spirit was, well, it was two, both sides were showing me this information. Okay, remember I told y'all that we live in a society based on debt. If we're not generating and accumulating debt, then our economy falls. So we're already in a recession, which we've been in a recession for some time now, and we were facing a Great Depression, which I kind of feel like we're seeing some of those same similar, I want to say, symptoms and all that stuff now with how the economy is. So that's why they generated these loans, to be honest with you. Okay, so we're starting on a 3D level. So understand that, number one, it was a way for them to generate debt. Number two, it was, they say it's forgivable, but y'all have to keep in mind, and this, I got this information specifically from Spirit. They told me, remember they told us that our student loans would be forgivable, right? But then there were stipulations. We had to get a career in a specific field, or we had to pay off, make a certain amount of on-time payments for a certain amount of years for it to be forgiven. This is going to be the same thing. I've worked in the finance industry for over 10 years. I have received emails for job positions to investigate. Okay? I'm letting y'all know. So, people are already starting to receive, people, and I don't like doing this, but I want y'all to see that this is right. People are already starting to receive charges for fraud. People are already starting to get indicted by the feds. We will see more arrests. Okay? I told y'all they can trace it. Okay? They are connected. Their databases are connected. They share information. Okay? This is coming from an insider. Okay? You think that even credit card companies and all of that, even some of these major retail companies, they work with the equipment that's connected to government information, that's connected to a system of shared information. Okay, all right. So it was basically, I don't want to say a trap, but it was for them to generate debt. I don't want to say it was a trap, because you have a choice, and that's what I'm going to get to, the spirit level. I kept receiving these same messages everywhere to apply for this loan. And at first I was confused, like, why? I know, okay, I'm not going to tell y'all all my business, but there's a certain reason why I didn't feel like I needed to do that, okay? And that's why when I kept seeing it, I was confused. It was a test on a spiritual level. Y'all see this? I don't know if this was just a test for me. Okay, so this is a test for everyone. Okay? On a spiritual level. So is that what they meant by the spiritual jail? Is that something they made up? I'm trying to understand. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on it. Okay. So, understand that, like I just said, it was a test on a spiritual level to see if you would fall for this temptation, to see if you would have faith in God first and foremost, to see if you would do all of the things that I've been telling you guys to do, which is humble yourself and appreciate. I feel like this was I ain't gonna say a total lesson in gratitude, but that was a big part of, and I'm not gonna talk like it's over, because it's not over, y'all. I want y'all to see this. It's not over. It's still in our atmosphere. Like I said, it was a test for you guys to really humble yourselves and appreciate the little things. It was a reset. Like, what I want to use as an example. Say you were living a certain lifestyle, based on high maintenance stuff, right? And things shutting down was an opportunity for you to look at that and for you to budget and change going forward. So when y'all see it do this, that's a strong yes, okay? All right. So, understand that we do live by those universal laws that I've spoken to you guys about, those 12 universal laws that I've spoken to you guys about. But we also live by society's rules, right? And scamming is not necessarily bad because you're not hurting anyone, but it is stealing, you know, and there's going to be consequences for that as well, okay? I don't want to scare people. You understand? Like, yeah, it was something else I wanted to speak on. I forgot. I know. Hold on, y'all. I forgot. Just as I was saying, it was an opportunity for you guys to just reevaluate and to do something different. And it was an opportunity for you to set some new karma going forward. And I can't tell you to pray your way up out of that, because that was a decision that you made. Y'all have to understand that your intention behind everything you do is first and foremost. And a lot of people partook of this loan to finance their high maintenance materialism. Okay? So just take this information that I gave you guys and do what you want with it, do what you will with it. All that, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. That's a whole nother conversation we gonna have, y'all. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to say? Because I forgot what I was gonna say. I think I basically said everything. Alright, so I'm gonna post this. Like I told you guys, I'm not gonna continue to give you guys this information for you to steal it, you know, for y'all to come on my page and look at this information to talk about me and sorry about that, but I want you guys to if you aren't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. You can also drop down in the comments and place your cash out so that you can be entered into our giveaway. I want you guys to please be blessed and stay blessed, because you are blessed. Namaste.